listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Tuesday, July 18th, 2023, and today we've got some news for you in the UFO community that I think will rock your boats and shake your foundations. Yes, UFOlogy is still trying to say disclosure is on the way. Don't worry about it. The disclosure walls are coming down. And the truth is gonna come out any day now. And not only that, they're gonna force it out of people. Where is it? Yeah. With laws that are bullshit. And whistleblowers who are in danger. There. So let's not get excited about disclosure, brother. Because I was watching Weaponized yesterday. Or was it this morning? It was today. And another good show, but all I could do was yell in my mind. I'm like, no. And they had some guy on from Liberation Times, the writer there. I think his name is Chris, I'm not sure, but we'll listen to a few minutes of that Weaponized because they talk about the laws that they're trying to pass, and Jeremy's like, I hope these laws are, he's got that Southern California accent, like a Valley guy, kind of. That's why he almost has almost like a Canadian accent. I'm not sure if he's fake Canadian or fake American, but he's faux something. He's faux show. So we'll go over what they talked about because they are at the heartbeat of ufology. That's why we do that, kids. Some people are like, I thought you hated Corbell. I'm like, I hate Corbell in ufology. I don't know him to hate him, but I don't like his ufology, his ufological ways. Let's just say that. Not a big fan. And I know a lot of people are just about sick and tired of the Corbell Act too. It is, it's interesting what's going on with him. And George. Yeah, here's Chris from the Liberation Times. I think this is him. Oh, yeah, I played that. Well, yeah, Congress wanted this leaked as a warning. Some people are saying the urgency may stem from having resolved to change course and open this material up to academic study for the benefit of mankind. We may be seeing the beginning of it. I don't think so, but Congress likely disagrees with DOD decision to farm it out to private contractors. This could be another reason, as this may pose a threat to home and humanity. Schumer's statement speaks to the fact that the damn contractors already know the truth, but it's being withheld from the American people unjustly and immorally and dangerously. Let's do a little bit of roll call, get some shindig started. That's what we're going to talk about for the most part. There's a lot of stuff on the board tonight to talk to. Whether we get to it or not is up to my speed, how fast I can talk, and, well, how we feel. But let's get started. Jeanette Angel throwing out a £5, 5 quid super dono right at the beginning of the show. Thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate that. As always, mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you. And Ben, the Yorkshire Guffonian, with a £2, 2 quid super dono. It is a dono. I just realized I just said it without thinking. Thank you very much, Ben, the continuing supporter of Goofon, Yorkshire Guffonian. Thank you. And Bernie Muro. It's un daleo, un dono. Thank you very much, Bernie, a continuing supporter of Goofon yourself over there. Thank you very much. And Diane Boss, the boss of Goofon. We got the Angel, we got the boss, and we got the Yorkshire Guffonian. Thanks, Diane Boss, the boss. $2. Thank you for what you do, Diane. Because I know you're here every night, and I can't say thank you enough. I appreciate you. I'm not a big fan of saying I appreciate you because that's not the right way you say it. You say, no, wait, is that the right? I appreciate you. Wait, that's not what I meant. You know how people just started saying I appreciate you instead of saying thank you? I appreciate you. How'd that Southern shit get into the rest of the country? Anyway, Diane, thank you very much. I apologize for going off base. Mucho gusto generoso, everybody. You can help support Goofon the same way because we're supported by you. And it's Super Chat, Super Sticker, preferred PayPal, or Cash App. All the links are in the show description if you want to support Truthology for ufology. You could even become a member if you want. I mean, it's up to you. Of course it is. Not up to me. If it was up to me, I'd say run and hide. Do not get involved in this topic. Get out while you can. Because let me tell you something. You think you're going to be like, oh, aliens. Oh, this is exciting. No, it's not. It's not. It's frustrating. Well, I'm a casual observer. Be that, stay that. Don't read into any, don't go down any holes that are rabbits in it. don't go any holes that are rabbits in it, I said. I'm turning into Biden very slowly. Actually, I'm turning into an old person. Slowly. But until then, we will fight it with every ounce of fiber being in this DNA genome of an Italian thing that we call a man or human. Let's get going again. Let's watch this here. Let me pull this up. I've got a lot of stuff I didn't get rid of from last night. I was supposed to, and I forgot. Okay, I was supposed to clean up my tabs from last night's show, and I forgot. And now they're all messing me up. So bear with me. All right, what am I doing? Okay, weaponized. We have got to talk about, they were even talking, I'm talking about George Knapp and Corbell. They're talking about trying to get Bob Lazar in the congressional hearings. Can you imagine if Bob Lazar, and that's all I hear when I hear them start talking, especially Jeremy. Can you imagine if, God, that's all they do is promote their shit. George, you're my good friend and mentor, right? If you say so, Jeremy. UFO bombs dropped on Capitol Hill is what they're calling this episode. They're cute. They make a good team together, these two. What a great way to start our show, too, with this very, very beginning here. This is actually interesting. You'll see. Here we go. 3, 2, go.
Episode of Weaponized, we heard directly from Tim Burchett. There was a lot that he said, but there was a lot that we could not say. Now, some of that was put out. July 26th, we'll have a hearing. We'll hear directly from firsthand witnesses. Senator Schumer is a pretty crafty politician. He's not going to stick his neck out if he doesn't have some kind.
Schumer is as crooked as the day is long, folks. I hate that MFer with all my might.
Of a support for taking this sort of a position.
Hate him.
We all have to believe that the testimony of David Grush that came out a few weeks ago, our friend David, has played a major role in the steps that have been taken both in the Senate and in the House. You said you've been in contact with, say, the Lockheeds of the world.
You know, we're talking about technologies that could eradicate some of the damage caused by climate change, for example, which is
bullshit.
A huge political issue right now.
So you see, these people think, and when I say these people, I mean, they think, you see their agenda? I don't have a problem with wanting to clean up the planet, but global warming isn't what they're telling us it really is. And I think everybody here knows it, because when Al Gore said in just a few short years, Florida will be underwater. And I never said that I would ever go to Hawaii, right? And none of that shit happened. In 1 to 10 years, we're going to start seeing Italy disappear. No, it didn't happen because it's not on the scale like they think it is. Yes, mankind has played a role. I'm not saying we didn't. But do you see the agenda coming? Do you see a little bit of it? How they try to instill what they think aliens are going to do. And I know Greer says it too. They're going to clean up the planet. No, they're not. If anything, they're going to annihilate the planet. They're going to eradicate humans, which I don't think is going to happen. But if they really want to clean up the planet, get rid of the problem. Boop. Boop.
News tonight from Senator Schumer introducing new legislation. Things are happening fast. Again, if you're a skeptic or a believer.
Wow, that guy sounds like Corbell.
It really doesn't matter. Even if you're a skeptic, it's still interesting. We should get to find out what's actually known and what the government is up to, even if you don't believe in UFOs. So it's going to be interesting.
UFOs are not a matter of belief. We're past that. We know it's true. There's machines that outpace ours that are in the sky. We don't know where they're from. The witnesses are kind of like Mark Zuckerberg. They're like, send me location.
Secrets, cover-ups, and strange phenomena.
They're so cute, aren't they?
Yeah, man, this is awesome, powerful new language that really, it puts the screws on, some of these holding companies that allegedly have off-world craft not made here on Earth.
I know you're going to keep hearing me say it. And it's a repeat, but.
And if that's the case, man, they are putting the screws to these companies being like, you bet.
It is such an intimidation. Nobody's talking about it like we are. We're the only people that are talking about this intimidation factor that the government's trying to instill on whistleblowers and private contractors. And they're just blind to it. They're just blind. Oh, well, they're going to write this legislation. It hasn't passed yet, but my God, if it does, people are going to start. Is Bob Lazar going to dig up his element 115? Does that mean he has to bring his element 115? Is that what that means? Yes, that's exactly what that means. And that's why it's unconstitutional. It is. They already have a contract with these companies. Now they want to write an amendment to the contract with legislation? Sorry. Whoever's lawyers are looking into this, they already have contracts. They're safe. You can put out your shithole laws. You can put out your legislation. These companies don't need to do jack. It is a request per government. And if I were you, whistleblower, if I were you, subcontractor or whatever, do not admit to anything. Do not show anything to the government. Once you do, you're done. And they know this already. So there's nothing I'm saying that they don't already know. They know who they're working with. They know who they're in bed with. They know who each other is. Why are we having these laws? Because it's all pomp and circumstance. The laws haven't passed. Don't mind the legislation and all that. It hasn't passed yet. And it won't. And if it does, wow, an intimidation bill is what I'm calling it. And these guys just love it. Yeah, that's great. We'll just got to get all the UFO information. Oh, who cares about the Constitution first? The amendments. Who gives a shit about all that stuff? Bill of Rights? What? Huh? Who? We write the new bill. We're the Bill of Wrong. We're the Bill of Rights. That's how they feel. They feel untouchable. Like, I'm not talking about these two. I'm talking about the government. And they have a right to feel that way. Jesus Christ.
Best be telling us, and hopefully this becomes law. There have been some really great voices that have kind of, piped up about this. One of them is Chris Sharp. He dropped this great article, super informed. I did a quote for it because he was pushing me to get more information from him. Man, super informed article.
Are we going to go to talk to Chris?
Let's get him because honestly,
this is actually good.
He's handled
this is good.
Great reporting.
Chris from the Liberation Times.
Thank you for having me, my friend. It's an honor to finally appear on Weaponized with both you and George, who are both heroes of mine and great friends as well.
Rely on you and the excellent job you do for information about what's going on about UAP, because our mainstream media, even after all the...
Now, let's not forget what the Liberation Times is. Liberal. Liberation Times. That's what it is. It's what they believe. Not reality. Not reality. It's what they want us to believe. Not reality. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm putting my beliefs in the middle of theirs.
Happen, still don't really cover it. Or when they do, they cover it reluctantly.
Yes, that's correct. And
talking about the media covering UFOs, it's still being covered reluctantly, he said. Now, well, we don't need, who cares about that?
And investigating on what's actually going on. It's really sad. I wish we could go back to the 1970s sometimes and that era of reporting, you know, when you had real journalists really going after these types of stories. But the beauty of now, today, the world that we live in, is that we can have independent publications such as Liberation Times, independent journalists, you know, such as
off the air, off the record. You and I and Jeremy keep in touch. We've known a lot of this stuff was coming, but even we were surprised by some of the things that have happened. And reluctantly, even the New York Times had to report on this bombshell dropped by Senator Schumer within
aims to force release of UFO records. This has nothing to do with disclosure. It has to do with the government wanting control over the materials. The government's worried. Something must be going on that we're not aware of. And I think that there is a threat, and they're not telling us. And it's possible one of these companies, and they're not sure who, because we saw at the beginning of the year, or was it last year, Jetpack Man, remember him? Or her. Remember? We had a lot of strange sightings over LA. I wonder, I don't know, if it's, you know, part of the, I mean, it makes sense for it to be in California. You know, it's just, I mean, the odds are that if there was a jetpack guy, it is black. Maybe that's what's kicking all of this off. It's because of the Jetpack Man. All I know is that they're doing everything they can to try to get UFO evidence from these companies and from whistleblowers to speak up. And I don't recommend it at all. I think everybody should keep their mouths shut.
The last 2 days. Can you give us a recap, your take on that story, what it means to this topic?
It is a huge story, an absolute mammoth of a story, because what was previously relegated to the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Security and Intelligence is now at the desk of the highest office in the land, that of the President of the United States. So this is an absolutely huge story. And what it is, it's a new amendment to national defense.
You know what's a huge story? Cocaine in the White House. Can we just talk about that? Does anybody believe that that was Hunter's? The odds that cocaine has never been found in the West Wing, ever, and he's there Friday, they find it Sunday. I'm just saying. See, that's fun to talk about. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Yeah, just up and down. Anyway. So, I might as well let you in on a little secret. Tonight's the first night, and I still haven't done it. I have to quit smoking weed for at least a month. I have to do it, and vaping. Yeah, I have to quit it for 1 month minimum. So you're seeing the results of no weed today. Yep, it has begun. We have now, this is the beginning of
back decades, but not only that, it would also look to potentially release UAP materials, which could also mean craft, and let's say biological specimens as well.
Oh, give me a break. I can't do it. It's all the same. It's the same thing every day. I can't do this. I had other things to talk about, and I think I'm going to talk about those instead. I'm just going to say this. Everything that's going on in ufology is freaking bullshit. That's it. There are no aliens in custody. There are no dead alien bodies. As far as I'm concerned, the whole thing's all bullshit. And you get people who are gullible, who don't know anything, and you manipulate them into believing that something is happening, so they go to work for you. And they're gung-ho to prove to you and the world that aliens exist. And we're getting just a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to show you something. I was going to play this anyway. But I am going to play a whistleblower that may be, well, this may be an example of what we should be seeing.
Casually mention to you something that's very scary indeed, and tell you what the alien agenda is. And it's going to sound very familiar.
Oh!
The alien agenda is the complete takeover of this planet, the killing off of 5, 6 to 7/8 of the world's population.
What?
By the year 2029. U.S. military has known about this for 45 years. They've told no one. As far as I know, I'm the only person standing before a crowd talking about the alien agenda, secretively. Okay. Back in 1954, I'll give you a quick overview. There was the created 1954 treaty where Eisenhower signed a pact with the known alien species of the time. There were 3 at the time. And
that's a whistleblower. That's a real whistleblower. Dead. It's a real whistleblower.
said that we're going to deal in high technology, but you can take a few head of cattle and a few human beings and you can experiment on them. It's unthinkable. It's stuff straight out of the Nazi death camps, and I'm kidding you not, it's plain BS, and it's got to stop. Now, the created 1954 treaty had been violated. After the great firefight, the alien-human war, I am the only living survivor talking about it worldwide at all. Only one. The other 2 are in nursing homes in Canada, and the Canadian government refuses to allow any U.S. people, including...
A little different than David Grush.
Eat the flesh and the bones and all that kind of stuff. They use the glandular secretions of animals and human beings as a mixture of the vitamins for their food. They get high off of our adrenal gland substances called adrenochrome. It's something like cocaine to them.
Whoops. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. I don't know what I just accidentally clicked on. But now I can't go backwards to that video. God, I'm not feeling so good. Give me a minute, guys. I don't know what's wrong. Just hold on. Just give me a minute. I'm going to play this video for you for a second while I try to take care of myself. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the special for you tonight, the phenomenon. It's real and we're looking at it right now. Watch this. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? There's something in the sky moving at a rapid rate of speed, and right now we have no explanation to what we're looking at. Guys, I want to get your comments. We've got a lot of stuff that we're going to roll over tonight. The UFO evidence is strong, and right now there's something in the sky. I think it's Peru. We got Brent and Paula here, and we're going to be going over and breaking down what we're looking at in tonight's episode. So right away, Brent, what's your thoughts here? Is this something celestial in nature?
Yeah, this is pretty cool stuff right here. I was thinking, could it be something exactly celestial in nature? But then we're seeing it come through the clouds, and then it starts to do this kind of rotation right there in the end, which really captures my eye. You can see it kind of like rotate from right to left. Have you ever seen anything like this from a celestial meteorite or something like that, Blake? Paula?
I mean, I've definitely never, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this from a meteorite, but to me, this is really crazy because it looks like almost like a TR3B, the way it's triangular. I mean, I don't think celestial events are triangular in nature, but the way it's rotating, you can definitely see it's triangular as it's rotating. You can see the corners, so it's pretty crazy footage. I don't know if they could fake that with the fog around it. I mean, what do you guys think? You worked in special effects.
Well, absolutely. Looking at this and trying to pull this off and make it look like it's real would be pretty hard to do. I'm looking at this and I'm pretty much saying that what we're looking at is 100% authentic. Could it be one craft? Guys, is this the infamous TR3B or is this some kind of drone display? Again, I have no idea, but we're looking at something right now. More information coming in from around the world. Watch this. Confirmation of the phenomenon once again captured on a security cam. The motion tracker notices something in the night sky, tracks on it, and right now we're looking at it for the first time right here at Third Phase Moon. What's going on here? At first I thought it could have been a helicopter rising up, but I'm not seeing any FAA lights, any helicopter blades. There's something that seems organic here. It's a phenomenon, a real natural phenomenon. No CGI going on. Brent, what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, you can see it right there as it kind of, the artifacts hits the right side of the screen right there. That's what I like about it. We can see that it's illuminating on top of the lens that's recording this, the security cam. This is pretty cool. It almost looks like this static ball lightning, and it just gets charged right there at the end as you can see the security cam actually track this thing. What is this?
I'm not exactly sure, but I know there is a phenomenon known as ball lightning. Is that what's coming to your mind here, Paula?
Yeah, you know, that's really what comes right to mind for me with this is ball lightning is definitely a very interesting phenomenon. It looks like it may be kind of stormy in this area, but what I think is really interesting is how it's tracked.
Doesn't look stormy to me. It looks cloudy. I don't see any wind, rain, hail, lightning, hearing, thunder. Anybody? I don't know. Apollo's been off the last couple of shows. Interesting video, but I don't know. This could be someone's drone. I don't know. To me, it just reeks of bullshittery. What's this one? Let's take a look. It's been a minute since we had Third Phase of Moon videos. Okay, if those are, that's fake. That I could already, that looks so fake. This is terrible. This has got to be fake. That looks
UFO.
fake.
UFO.
Even the motion is off. Oh my God, Wyatt, I don't understand. What is going on?
And the blur matches everything. The way the camera's reacting.
No, it
to what's
doesn't.
up there in the sky seems pretty legit.
I don't know. It's
now, again,
not.
What are we looking at? Could this be new Chinese technology? This is where this is.
That looks
captured.
fake as
Is this
fudge.
a new toy that they're about to drop everywhere right now? We just don't know what it is. It's very stunning.
Yeah, absolutely. Could it be like kites or?
We're using, and it's really cool to see it on buildings and things that are moving.
The hell is this?
You know, I think it could very well be likely that some projection mapping was used with this.
Absolutely, we're rolling. This is in real time, guys, and we're sharing with you the next video coming into third phase. Paraglider captures something.
Oh,
we shared
wow.
this with you last week, but right now we have the extended footage, so we wanted to do some enhancements, get a closer look at what's going on here in real time. Again, the information is so fast and liquid at third phase moon. It's buckle up time, guys. What's going on here? A humanoid, Brent?
Oh.
Yeah, again, we just got the extended version, so we said let's just drop it. Actually, it's better quality than what we did a couple weeks ago when this came out on third phase of moon for the first time. Again, you can just see this thing kind of like moving away. Is this thing actually? It looks like it almost has propulsion right there. Here's another close-up as it comes in, and we get to see some good detail as it approaches this paraglider. Here it comes.
What detail? It's a blob.
Again, right there.
There's something coming off the side over here. It looks like a little pod. You can never tell what any of these things are unless you can get it clear.
There, it has this unique shape. Balloons don't really stay horizontal, so this is...
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do.
Directions in the middle of the video, so again, we're watching this, and it's hard to tell.
It changed direction?
Kind of interesting, too, at the same time.
Did you notice that?
Detail as it approaches this paraglider. Here it comes.
It's the letter G. Did you see that?
Right there.
It's the
It
letter
has
G.
This paraglider.
Look.
Here it comes.
G for goof on. It's the letter G. That's all. It's a balloon. It's a balloon. It's the letter G balloon. I don't know if that could be any more prominent. I think it's an illusion, guys. It's goof on. Goof on you. I can't do it anymore. Well, at least I had a video out. Some questionable stuff here. But it's all questionable, isn't it? That's the beauty of it. That is. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. Here's a... Oh, this is cool. Look at... Oh, we've got to watch this. Oh, this is a great story. All right, one more video from that. This is good. You'll enjoy this one. I think it's from the 90s or 80s. Can't remember.
This is before even computers existed, so just watch this.
I think I remember
it's
this.
Amazing footage coming.
Here we go.
From the 1980s.
I think it was 89.
Never. I suppose it could be something extraterrestrial. Never. I suppose it could be something extraterrestrial. I mean, it would be just really arrogant to think that we were completely alone in the universe.
No, it wouldn't.
But at the same time,
it would be human to think that way.
You know, I only filmed and saw what I saw. Yeah. Well, to people who say that it must be a plane or something like that, I'd say, you know, just take a long, hard look.
Hey, yeah, look at that balloon.
It just doesn't look like any of those things.
Nah, that looks like a disc-shaped UFO if I've ever seen
I can't
one.
imagine how anyone could think it was anything like that.
I tell you, you know what it does look like? A UFO as a balloon.
After 2 minutes.
Oh, you know what it's doing?
It actually...
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what it's doing? It's making believe it's a balloon. That's what some of these yahoos say. It's making believe it looks like an airplane. It doesn't have to. Oh. Stephen Mason throwing this down about 8 minutes ago. By the way, thank you very much for the £5, £5 super chat. So he says, I started watching Weaponized video earlier and turned it off as it told me nothing new. I've heard this stuff for decades. Yeah, me too. You're right. The only reason I watch it, it's because it's what they're talking about. They're in it. Corbell and Knapp are in it more than Third Phase of Moon and Greer because they have so many different avenues that these guys know everybody. Yeah, Third Phase of Moon knows a lot of people, but it's a little different dynamic because Third Phase of Moon is Third Phase of Moon. They're not, according to a lot of people, known as the researchers. You know what I mean? They post all the stuff that comes out, but they're not like researchers, you know? So that's when we talk about researching, and they're doing more of that now than they've ever done, which is great. Use those 800,000 subscribers to your advantage and get more eyes on what's really going on behind the scenes. That's why I like what they're doing. I'll tell you that right now. Thank you, Stephen. I have to watch it, but thank you. You're right. A-Views with the Z, £5, £5. Thank you very much. He says, what do you think of the recent Iran footage? The stunning multi-witness, multi-capture battle of Los Angeles? I'm not sure I saw it. And if I did, I'm not sure that was a real... I'm not sure. I have to see the video views. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. But thank you. I appreciate the $5. I just don't know. If it is what I think it is, then I haven't seen it. Sorry. Thank you, views. Sorry I didn't have an answer for you. Appreciate it. Also have $2.22 by Nathan. Thank you, Nathan. He says, was it aliens, Bigfoot, or the CIA? It was. It's all of them. Thank you, Nathan. Nathan Allen from the Nathan Allen at the Quantum Show guy. And then Ben, I know it's you now, the Yorkshire Guffonian, throwing down $4.20 on the PayPal preferred. That's P. Thank you, Ben, the Guffonian Yorkshirean. There we go. The Yorkshire Guffonian. Yeah, I guess that's better that way. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. And Jeanette with 12.53, $12.53 on PayPal preferred. Thank you very much. Jeanette, throwing it down double time tonight and every night. I like the way you split it up, though. Mucho gusto, Miss Generoso. Thank you, Jeanette. The angel of Goofon. Jeanette Angel, everybody. Let's see what happened.
Flew. I'm not sure entirely, but I think it
Watch
was
this.
right overhead, and it had sort of turned into like a black circle, and all I could see was just this kind of black circle.
That's amazing, actually. This is good.
Object in the middle of my windscreen that I was driving straight towards.
Windshield.
I carried on driving for about a minute, and then I realised that this wasn't like an ordinary plane or a helicopter. I wasn't frightened or elated. The whole event just seemed completely strange and completely something unlike anything else I'd experienced, really.
So we're looking at this once again, and we're gonna actually break this down. Computers, they existed, but editing software to do this kind of illusion doesn't exist. We're looking at something that was actually factually up in the air, hanging up there. This guy sees something he can't explain. And this is a typical flying saucer, like Bob Lazar stated. It has this kind of wobble dynamic to it, kind of unstable, but then again, still seemingly define the laws of physics here.
Doesn't it make you sad to see that and say to yourself, balloon? Because in 89, 90, they had balloons like that. Sure. I'm not sure if that was a balloon we're looking at. It had a lot of balloon qualities. It also had the standard UFO wobble and or dome disc shape. That is one of the telltale signs you're seeing a UFO, right? So, do we have one of the best UFO videos ever seen right here? Yeah, probably. I would have to say it is.
Right. Yeah, again, this could be
pretty good.
Actually some of the best footage I've ever seen, and it's so cool that look at this thing. It just starts to launch. It's going up into the sky.
Wow, that's
really
unreal. Really,
speed. It's staying flat. It's not oscillating too much. Whatever this thing is, it looks exactly like the gimbal. It looks like a typical classic flying saucer. This is, again, for being VHS, no After Effects in those days, no editing software to create an illusion like this. Here's a flat part of it looking.
Oh, it's really there in the sky. No doubt about it.
Flat edge.
Whoa!
Yeah, like, this is badass footage right here.
All right, let's take a look at this. Is this a perfect circle? I see a little disproportion right here. It's more of a bowing out at this side. And then over here, it bubbles out more right around this part. And then over here, we got some sort of flat indent like right there. See, it's not perfect, which makes me think it's the pixelization. That's all.
Absolutely. Apollo.
It all changed. Oh, no, look, it stayed the same. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty tight, man. It is a little goofy right here, though, right? Like from right here to right here, this section is goofy. This little indent right there could be where the nozzle is to blow it up. You see how it indents right there? Watch.
Your thoughts?
And it goes away because of the pixelation. Perfect. So we may have a legitimate UFO.
I just think it's really incredible. It doesn't get much better than this.
Very good.
You know, it is crazy to look at this information coming in, and we've got a lot more stuff coming in for you from around the world in real time, and we'll bring the vintage stuff as it comes in as well. But I wanted to share with you a recent adventure.
No, can't show that. If you want to see the rest of it, go to Third Phase of Moon. I'll put the link to that video in the show Descript, so you guys can check it out at your leisure. Well, I was playing Phil Schneider earlier today, right? And I started thinking, he may be one of the last true whistleblowers. Now, I know a lot of people who don't believe Phil Schneider at all. I did a little story about him, and I feel with what I've researched that he was eliminated, and there's just a lot of mystery surrounding his death, not disappearance. His death is crazy. His doctor records go missing. All sorts of shady stuff going on where he lived at that doctor's office and police reports. It's a very strange encounter. When will they release? Is that Potsy? Potsy from Happy Days? Ansel Adams? UFO? I don't know. I didn't know they were still being held for review. Matter of fact, I'll be honest with you. I never heard of it at all. Ansel Adams, really? I got to pull that up. Hold on. Let me take a look at this. Potsy Weber. I know. I always think that guy. What was his name anyway? Oh, yeah. Here it is. Ansel Adams. Yeah, that American photographer dude. Yeah, let's do this. Ansel Adams UFO. You know, I may have to do something about this guy. I didn't know. I don't know. It's going to take me a minute. I'll be honest with you. I'm not familiar with it. But I've got his name up. I'll take a look. And thank you, Moonlit, for the $2.22, you continuing supporter of Goof on You. Thanks. Hey, Rebellious Unknown, Lynn! She believes he was eliminated. I also believe that he believed what he was saying. Yeah. I mean, they lowered the guy down a hole. See, because what he was doing, he was like a surveyor for DUMS, for deep underground military bases. And when they were drilling into this thing, they hit like concrete or a barrier and went through. As they're lowering him down in his little man-made cage, you know how they can lower you down in one of these cages and you hold on, cables are everywhere. All of a sudden, according to him, down the hall in the corridor come these aliens that were reptilioid looking. He just starts shooting. Yeah, I remember him. He just started shooting because he was scared. He had no idea to talk. Hey, no, it was an accident. I'm human. None of that happened. It's just aliens. Boom, boom, boom. Ah! Wait. Because he had his fingers chopped off. Supposedly, I mean, to me, it looked like he had heart surgery. But I guess when the aliens shot him, he had his hand on his pistol like this, and it chopped his fingers off, I guess. I don't know. It gave him a nice scar down the center of his breast. Yeah, Lynn, I'm counting the minutes till our next show in December. All right. So you ready for more? I don't know where I got my... This is about... I remember I talked about Nibiru, or Nibiru, however you want to say it. Here's a 3-minute video about the location and where Nibiru might be. Nubidi? Nibiru? Nipaloo? Napoleon? Here we go.
When will this planet come back?
Never!
It's here. It's already in the area. Oh, yes.
All right. What year was this, by the way? What's this bullshit? May 31st this year? That can't be right. Hold on. There's nothing. It doesn't say when this was put out.
Right now it's in conjunction. It is behind the sun. It's coming up. It came up.
Of course it's behind the sun. That's why you and I can't see. It's been behind the sun for 48 years.
In the direction towards the sun's, say, 7:30 position.
Okay.
Now, when it comes out from behind, it'll be around the 1:30 position. And
will we be able to see it then?
Yeah. And when we see...
Oh, yeah. The difference between 7:30 and 1:30 is 6 hours. What are you, stupid? Of course you're going to see it. How stupid.
See it if you're not prepared. I mean, frankly, when we do see it, people are going to be standing out in the street. They're going to be pointing up at the sky.
You'll be able to see it like that?
Oh, yeah. You're going to see it. It's a melancholia scenario.
Jeez. Oh, yeah.
It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger because this thing is going to come around from behind the sun and cross over our orbit above us.
It literally is like Planet Penis. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it goes!
And ahead of us. And, you know...
Tidal wave, destruction, end of days. Women and children are being burned.
Gentleman, Bob Dean, government whistleblower.
The biggest bullshit artist in the history of whistleblow.
He's one of my heroes.
Bob Dean. Bob Dean is a POS. He's dead, but he's a POS.
I mean, I just love this guy.
Yeah, good guy. Of course you do.
I think in 2008 on Project Camelot, he made a prediction. He said, according to my sources, when we are going to be on the same side of the sun as the Planet X system when it goes into its aphelion leg. That's when it's going back south.
Okay. When is this?
And that is when it's really going to be jamming, you know.
And jamming meaning...
We be jamming. It's gonna be jamming, man. It's gonna be jamming on the voodoo, jamming on the voodoo, jamming, 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 chameleon.
Doing things to us.
It's gonna be jamming, man. Nibiru is jamming. Fucking A.
To the sun, to us.
He said it, not me. Listen.
Just explain the Planet X.
It's gonna be jamming.
That's when it's going back south.
Okay.
And that is when it's really going to be jamming. You know.
We be jamming.
You know.
And jamming meaning doing things to us.
To the sun, to us. First off, let me just explain the Planet X system.
Okay.
Nemesis is the dark star. All right. And it hasn't been visible for a very long time.
Nemesis is also Star Trek 3.
Long time to the naked eye because it's shrouded in iron oxide dust.
Okay. Yeah.
This is from its creation.
And where would that be now? That binary star?
That binary star is beyond the orbit of Jupiter, behind our sun.
Hey, it's right by Judah. You know, Judah. Judah Priest. Screaming! Screaming for vengeance!
And that's why we can't see it.
We can't see it. Now,
breaking the law, breaking the law.
There are 3 planets that we talk about in our book. There could be more, but we're only talking about the major bodies that are going to present a problem for Earth.
All right.
Yeah, forget about the little planets out there like Snarlburu and Tiny Baru. Forget about them. You know, it's almost like the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Marina. You know, you bring all those 3 ships in. What do you remember most? The Pinta. Same thing with Nibiru. Nobody thinks of Natiru or Taburu. It's always Nibiru because that's the biggest planet. That's the one that could do harm to planet Earth. Not the little planets. No, not the ones half the size of Nibiru. No, not Tiny Baru. No, not Little Baru. They can't have any problem. Their gravitational pull will have no effect on Earth. According to this Yahoo. Oh, just Planet X because it's the biggest.
And be involved in the pole shift event.
Okay.
Now, these planets are, the innermost one is Helion. And Helion is a gaseous, bright planet. It's uninhabited.
This is traveling with...
The Hellion from Judas Priest? I won't do
Nemesis
or whatever.
Well, Nibiru is the 3rd planet out.
That's the one where the Anunnaki apparently came
That's
from.
right.
Okay.
There's
electric spy. I'm protecting your Nibiru sky. Always in focus. And you must stare. I zoom into you, but you don't know I'm there. I take the pride in probing all your secret moons. My dear, it's written I see creatures right at noon. I'm in a vessel, my circuits gleam. I am... Judas Priest. It's a little crazy right now. Let me get my background. There we go. There we go. I got it all now. I got it all. The electric eye right here. I'm spying on the entire world. I'm the Hellion. Electric eye. Planet X. Judas Priest. The whole thing. How stupid do we really believe people like that? I can't tell. For 40 years, I've been hearing about Nibiru. and nothing. Nobody can find it. There's a strange gravitational disturbance out in the force of our solar system, I've heard, but the planet's yet to be seen. Well, it's because it's behind the sun. Don't you listen? It's at 7:30. You can't see it at 7:30. But when it gets to 1:30, you'll be able to see it with both eyes. You can see it with your eyes. Your own eyes.
Nemesis the star. Right. Helion. Arbota. Nibiru.
Chewbacca?
Helion has a moon, which we named Harrington in name of this astronomer.
Okay. Harrington Bear?
And we have a moon for Nibiru, which we named Fodda.
They only have like one moon each?
That's right. These two planets.
That's right. We give each one of these imaginary planets one moon to start. You get one moon planet. I can't give you two, or else that means I got to work a little harder. We're going to give each one of these imaginary planets one moon. That's it. No overindulgence of moons. We've got enough going on with the moons. We've got 69 of them on Saturn, 58 of them on Jupiter. Enough moons. Earth, one. But it's a big one. It's a big one. All right, let's get out of here. Nibiru. What a pile of dog poo. All right, you want to talk about more poo? I've got great poo for you. Do you want to go poo? Oh, hold on. Before we get to the poo, I want you to see a leaked video of an alien that emerged on the internet as one of the most controversial alien videos ever. It's not Skinny Slob. All right? Who's this? Oh, I already did this? I already did it. Thanks again, Moonlicht. You can help support the show with the Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description, even on the homepage of Goof On. Giddy up. All right, you ready? In 5, Alien, 4, let's see, 3, Make Believe, 2, I don't care, 1, go.
Video that emerged on the internet. An alleged encounter between a man and an extraterrestrial being took place at an undisclosed location within a secret base in the United States.
It's between a man. Did you hear how he said it? And we got a video here. It's between a man and an alien. Like we're not worthy.
That emerged on the internet. An alleged encounter between a man and an extraterrestrial being took place at an undisclosed location within a secret base in the United States. The encounter reportedly occurred during the nighttime, and due to the video's quality, the specific surroundings remain unidentified. It is believed...
Due to the video's quality? You mean the super clear 4K high definition quality? It's not good enough? Due to the shitty ass quality of this 4K video, we could barely see the alien body at all. I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks like a blob of meat to me. Is it naked? Is it wearing a cloth? Does it have private parts? I see something. It looks like eyes. Are those eyes? This video is not clear enough. Not clear.
Believe that this encounter took place in 2017, although no official confirmation from the government has been provided.
Although no. Did you hear that delay? Although no. Unofficial. Listen to that long delay. Is a computer talking?
Has been provided. The video begins with a man standing a short distance away from what appears to be an extraterrestrial being, commonly referred to as a gray. Both individuals face each other and maintain eye contact for several moments. The extraterrestrial's physical features resemble typical depictions of grays: a hairless, pale grayish skin tone, large dark eyes, and a slight frame. The man remains calm throughout the encounter, showing no signs of distress or fear. Their interaction appears to be nonverbal.
Do you see how stupid the elbow looks? See, this is so fake. The elbow looks like look at that.
Fear.
Look at it. It looks like rubber. It's rubber. Nobody's elbow bends like that. It's an alien. What are you talking about? Yeah, rubber. Rubberized alien. All right, I can't watch this anymore. There you go, kids. All right, now let's get into some real serious. I'm not joking when I say this. Serious problem that happens to this gentleman. I'm going to see if I can tap in to a man that goes by the name Bashithead. So, what happens after we die and reincarnation? And we're going to channel aliens to find this one out. Not God, not somebody in the afterlife. We're going to channel aliens because who would know more than aliens? Or spiritually, maybe he's not contacting aliens. I don't know. He's talking to somebody. He goes in, and you'll see. I'm going to try to tap into this guy's freakinisms. You'll see. Or maybe not.
What really happens to us as human beings when we leave our physical form, when we actually die, and
you become more of who you actually are. You wake up.
You become more of an asshole. If you're an asshole now when you die, you become more of an asshole. Oh, so I might as well do cocaine? Because cocaine gives me the same rush. You prick! That's what cocaine does. It enhances your personality. True, but what if you're an asshole? Well, Bashir just explained that when you die, you become more of yourself. This guy's mouth is so wrong on every level of wrong. Watch.
Up in much the same way that you as a physical being wake up from a dream and go, oh, that seemed very real while I was dreaming it, but now that I'm awake, I know this is who I really am.
Well,
it's very much like that. Physical reality suddenly seems like a dream you're waking up from, and this is who you really are.
Do we read?
Right. Let me try it out. I'm still me. Damn it.
Retain our consciousness.
You do, because everything is conscious.
Do we retain our memories?
You do. And actually, you have more access to more of them.
What a bunch of bularkey. After you die, you get all your memories from all your lives. Don't worry about it. You'll remember.
Do we reappear in another physical form?
Of course.
You can, but it's not a reappearance. Remember, all things exist simultaneously. There is no such thing exactly, literally, as reincarnation. It is multiple simultaneous incarnations all existing at the same time. So you are always...
Oh, well, now, excuse me, Dr. Bashir. Well, sorry, I just figured once you're dead, and then you're brought back to life as something else. Sorry, I thought it was like coming back and being me. It's all simultaneous, simulcarnation. Everything simultaneously. See, when I die, I'm not really dead. I'm just popping up somewhere else as another being, as something else with a intelligence, as something I would believe to be alive. Sorry, I told you I was going to tap into the freak, didn't I? All right.
You. You never become another version. Another version, another life is them. But you both coexist and are connected to the same, what might euphemistically be called oversoul.
Bullshit.
Each of those lives is a simultaneously coexisting extension of the same oversoul. You are one extension, another life is another extension, and both lives exist as discrete and distinct persons coexisting at the same time with their own experience of themselves.
Huh? So in other words, if you're existing over here, but not over here, but you want to exist over here, you just think about it and you'll exist over here and over here at the same time. But don't try to talk to yourself, because if you're existing over here and you think you can talk back to yourself over there, don't think you can do it, because you can't. Because you can only exist at one place at the one time, at the same time, but simultaneously in different places. So don't think you can talk to yourself at the same time in the same place at the same person with the same thing, because you can't. Because you got two different brains, two different locations, two different times, and two different worlds. And don't think any of them are connected, because they're not, but they are. Okay. Whatever you say, Bashar. Maybe we should start calling you bullshitter. Listen to what he just said. Listen to this.
You are one extension. Another life is another extension, and both lives exist as discrete and distinct persons coexisting at the same time with their own experience of themselves as the you that you are talking about.
That's what you're talking about. It's you that you're talking about. Look at his face. Watch the contortness.
Each person knows you that you are talking about. You are talking that you are talking about. You that you are talking about. You that you are talking about. You that you are talking.
That is all for Bashir Head. Bashit. You want to see? Oh my God, I can't believe this was on the news. I've got to show this to you. This guy, Third Phase of Moon, made a video proving this guy was such a bullshitter. But yet on Fox News 10 years ago or so, they put a story out about a time traveler, well, you'll see, not a time traveler, a portal maker. And then remember the guy disappeared, nobody knows where he is? Remember that story? Third Phase of Moon said, it's all fake. And they thought it was real. It was on the news. On the news. About a guy who disappeared, apparently. Here, what?
It's all part of a mystery centered around Sedona, Arizona.
This is a YouTube video posted by someone calling himself Funky Fathead.
You can see a much more stable fracture.
He says he's using a computerized tone generator to open a vortex, a portal in time and space.
I haven't a clue where he is. He sounds American, so I'm hazarding a guess somewhere in the States.
The video caught the attention of this man who posts videos from his home in England. He calls himself Hidden Underbelly.
Oh my God! That's Hidden Underbelly! What? What? Oh my God, this is amazing!
To experiment with portals and sound frequencies.
Hidden Underbelly spoke to us via Facebook messaging after this video racked up more than 1 million views.
That in itself is pretty insane.
After he was unable to reach Funky Fathead, the video made news in the Daily Star, headlined, "Bloke Missing After Opening Portal of Time and Space in His Bedroom."
More to the fact.
Remember this?
You see, Funky Fathead hasn't been seen or heard from in 4 months. He did leave one clue, however.
If you don't know where that is, I do. It's in Sedona.
Sedona is known for having
So Third Phase of Moon put a video up and they did a much better job. It was unbelievable. And it showed them, putting their hand through and, looking into another place. It was pretty cool. So I can't believe Hidden Underbelly was in that story. That's a craziness. That's hilarious to me. All right. The sound quality sucks balls. But anyway, you're familiar with that story. That was fun. That was a fun story. Yeah, it sounded like crap. I don't know why. Are you guys... Oh! You know the lady on the plane? The one who left? Because she said, that guy's not real. The story just continues. I have more, 3 videos here of uncut video of a lady on a plane. So let's see what these new videos show. This is a 26-second video. Now, I am believing now that this whole story was a stunt. I do. I think it was a stunt. I don't know. You'll see. Think for yourselves here.
Say whatever you want.
It's hard to hear.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give 2 but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you
never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
She looked impaired. Hold on. She did. Her nose is very red. It looks like she was crying. It's hard to tell, you know, just doing this on the internet, but I could easily tell on my big monitor here. Her nose looks very red. And she's not like slurring her words, but they're not perfect.
either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give 2 but I am telling you right now.
Right there. I'm telling you. Right there. She sounds like a little bit intoxicated.
You right now. That mother back there is not real.
She really looks mad. Legitimately scared. If she's an actor, she's good. An actress. She's good. So let's pull up the next one. Here's some airplane lady truth. Apparently. Everybody's got an opinion, but some of them are more interesting than others. I don't know what's taking this so long to load. There we go. Oh, this is actually a good video. Somebody on TikTok explaining some things that I didn't think of either. So let's take a look. Whoops. Here we go. This is fun. This is ufology. This is what's going on, guys. See, don't you think it's really weird that all this alien talk is happening? And then for one of the first times in history, we saw people take advantage of a viral video and insert themselves as witnesses to something they didn't see. It's amazing. I think I'm going to do it. Next viral video, I'm going to make a comment video and say, hey, I was there, just to see what happens, right? I saw the whole thing. I'm telling you, it's a lie. Everybody, you know, oh, who's this guy? But then once you lie like that, you can't go back. So, yeah. All right, let's hear this 4.5 minute video, 5 minutes.
Guys, but I'm starting to kind of worry about this woman here. It has been days since this whole flight incident, and nobody has seen her, nobody has heard from her, nothing. It's just been radio silence.
True.
There also hasn't really been much talk from the flight.
What? Why is no one speaking to this woman? That's the problem. The story's going to die without hearing from her.
Attendance, which honestly is kind of understandable. They should be professional. I get that. But why hasn't she said anything? Or the person that she supposedly was in a fight with or that she was claiming wasn't real?
First of all, supposedly has no B's in it. It's supposedly.
The person that she supposedly was in a fight with or that she was claiming wasn't real.
Uneducated.
Well, now there's an eyewitness that is coming forward and claiming that he is the guy that she was talking about. So this guy just posted a video and he claims that he is the reptilian or the person that she got into a fight with. He said that she sat down and she noticed the Masonic symbol on his hoodie and his rings. So she started asking him about it and they kind of started chit-chatting.
He looks nothing like the hoodie guy.
And she started to get kind of angry and she started telling him that he's a devil worshiper. The Masonics are sinners. They worship Lucifer. And he said he didn't want to deal with it. So he put his hood up and she kept going. So he said he looked her in the eyes and said, I am Lucifer. And that's...
Wait a minute, Galvin Ho. She does. Okay, let me rephrase myself. She doesn't have to say anything, but she should. Because she ruined the lives of all those people for a day that were on that plane. They had to all be deboarded, 4.5-hour layover because she freaked out over who knows what. Well, she said that he's got a bomb, so they had to search everything all over again. And he's gonna kill us all. I don't know. She should explain. I mean, when something like this makes it to mainstream media during the UFO world, during disclosure, during disclosure, I sound like Chris from the Liberation Times.
What caused her to believe he was a reptilian. However, I'm not buying it. The way he tells the story, the way everything kind of went down, it's just not seeming like this is really the guy. Also, the guy on the flight did not have face tattoos. He kind of showed off his hoodie saying, you know, this is the symbol, and the sweatshirt was green on the flight. So I'm not buying it, but, you know, who am I to say? I don't know. We also have a quote-unquote eyewitness coming forward and telling his side of the story as well. And I can't even believe people are buying this one. This guy is coming forward saying he was 2 rows behind the whole incident. He saw it go down. The supposed reptilian winked at him, blah, 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 whatever. But the whole thing is fake. He literally says in his description, just thought I'd share my experience with this now that I'm seeing it all over my For You page. But please don't take this video seriously because it's not real.
Who was the first person to say that guy's bullshitting us? I did. I said, that's bullshit. He's bullshitting. How could he have seen the guy 2 rows behind him? Oh, he turned around. You know how tall seats are on airplanes? You got to do one of these. Yeah, give me a break. I didn't buy it from the beginning, and he just said he wanted to insert himself.
I completely made this up. I just want to see how gullible people are on this app. So it's not real. Like, he's literally making it up, and people... I couldn't believe it when I went to the comments. Like, people are buying it. They're tagging each other. Do you guys not read captions? Like, do you not look at them?
Well, it didn't say that in the beginning. All we had was a video link. But anyway, nothing is real. Do you now see? You see? Aliens in Las Vegas. Reptilian on a plane. Whistleblowers and UFOs and aliens.
I'm like, I cannot believe the amount of people that are freaking out about this guy. So that kind of led me to question the first guy in the first place. And the more I look at it, I feel like he's all capped too. Like, yeah, their story adds up and yeah, it sounds good or whatever. But this is clearly a good clout tool. Like, I could go on there and be like, oh, I was on the flight and I saw it too, but I didn't, you know, and I'm sure it'd get a lot of views, but that's not the point. The point is it's just nobody really knows what went down there. Nobody has seen from her. Nobody has any other videos except for the one. And it seems weird. It's secretive. It's quiet. Everybody has phones nowadays. Like, what is going on?
You know, I'm reading some comments in the chat. And I love D's House Genetics. Of course, I love you. See, I don't think TikTok is garbage. It's entertainment. But what you mean, I think, is it's garbage because the content's so distorted it's all just bullshit, right? But why do I like it? You're right. It is. Den Bub, what are you saying? How soft my show has gotten? How dare you? What's going on in here? Good job grifting. Oh, you guys are talking about the video. You see why I don't get involved in the chat now? I think it's about me, and then I get mad at you, and not, you in general. And then you hate me, unsub, never like me, and then I got to apologize on the show, and then you don't come back for a month. Then you say, hey, how you doing? Good to be back. And then you never come back again. I'm just saying. She should have been charged. She should have been charged with something. Isn't that the weird thing? We never heard anything else. And if you look at all the people that were involved in the video, they were all relatively in shape, which makes me think government. It's government. I have yet to see a 300-pound FBI or CIA agent, unless they were 6'9" and like Shaq. Yeah, exactly. I don't know anyone expects to live their life without other people being generally effed. Bring a helmet, bring a flak jacket, right? Bring a bulletproof mask. The rest of this video is good.
Theories out there that this is all, again, another distraction, all the big old orchestra, by the government. People are claiming that this is all more fuel for the propaganda.
Okay. It is propaganda, maybe, right? Maybe it is. I was going to say something. I just forgot. Shit.
Like, first we had the alien in the backyard. Now we have this. Like, people are saying this is fuel for the fire to come. And
fuel for the fire to come. It's not a distraction. It's an attraction. It's an attraction. Far from distracting me from what? It's not distracting anybody. All it is another story. If it was a shooting, it would take the same amount of time to tell the story. We got a shooting in South Indiana today. 30 seconds later, airplane. 30 seconds later, it's just part of the rotation. This story was nothing more than Bantha Fodda. It really was. It was just bullshit. I think this guy here is not who he says he is. He kind of reminds me of a Jeremy Riss kind of character, huh? Alien scientist looking type of dude. The Hollywood sign in the background, a picture of himself in the back. Oh no, that's not a picture of himself. I thought this was a picture on the wall in the back. I thought he had a picture of himself.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what I believe. There's a lot going on right now, but it freaks you out. Like, it's scary. And let's not forget that they legalized propaganda in 2013. So it is a very good possibility that the government is using this as a propaganda tool. Now, am I saying this is what I believe? No, not entirely. There's so many sides to the story, so many possibilities. I don't even know what to believe anymore, to be completely honest.
Guess who reached out to me? Guess who reached out to me? But Twitter did not give me that message and about 45 other messages since, there's one in there from March, but basically from March until now. Yesterday, all of these messages popped up on my Twitter account. And one of these message requests came from the Las Vegas UFO kid. He contacted me because we reached out to him. He got back to me, but the message didn't show up in my Twitter until yesterday with 45 others. He reached out. Let me pull it up. Unbelievable, right? Here it is. He says, Goofon, I can send you a video of the Las Vegas incident. It needs to be clarified that the being you will see in the video are legit. I don't know who else to go to that will take this video seriously. And he sent it to me 3 times because I wasn't getting back to him. How's that? And he did it at noon, 12:30, and 6:25 a.m. the next day. He was trying to get a hold of me. And Twitter blocked me from getting all these messages because of his. I guess. Well, I don't know, because there were some messages that came in from March and then nothing in May, and then all June just blew up with 40 messages. Message requests from people inquiring. You know, when you get a message on a DM, you know, you have to accept it, deny it, or block it. I'm so angry right now. That sucks. So I got back to him. I said, hey, bro, I don't know what happened on Twitter, but I got your message. It's as if Twitter was holding all these message requests and now they released them to me. I would have immediately messaged you back had I gotten it. Thank you for reaching out. Is there anything new going on I can know about? You can send me any video evidence to my email. Let me see if he sent me anything. Nah. Oh, what's this? Where did... The Iranian Navy unsuccessfully attempted to shoot down a UFO over Bandar-e-Anzali, July 13th, from the Hidden Underbelly. I'm going to play the video. Hidden Underbelly, of course, gives us the permission to play all videos. Thank God. He's a cool guy. Hey, that's what the ending of my show sounds like. That's wild. Right? It's the same thing.
Guys, we have got some footage to take a look at of this UFO that was being fired upon by the Iranian Navy. So guys,
I saw this.
Footage, and we'll have a real quick chat afterwards.
سلام به همه دوستان. یه چیز خیلی عجیب من تو آسمون میبینم که تا حالا ندیده بودم. آسمون شهر شفته و دقیقاً 2 نور
Okay, first of all, I don't buy this is a UFO, and I'm not buying that they're trying to shoot it down. I just think this is something else than we just don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But you beat it.
واکن وسط آسمون مثل یه بشقاب پرنده یه همچین چیزیه که یه همچین چیزی ما تا حالا ندیده بودیم. دقیقا وسط آسمون هم هست. بگیم مال کوهی یا تیر برقی یا چیزی هم نه، همچین چیزی نیست. خیلی ارتفاع داره، وسط آسمونه. حالا فردا شب میخوام بیام ببینم که این بازم اینجا هست یا نه.
All right, let's get to shooting at him. Come on.
میتونه ساکن تو آسمون بمونه.
Did you notice what you just saw there? Did you see when he zoomed in and then zoomed out how big the light got and then how small it got? See, that's the illusion of the focus button. Watch. It's nowhere near that size. Look how small it gets. It gets down to a pinpoint light. That's why I'm telling you guys, you know, everybody's lying. You have to understand how cameras work, how shit works at night, how lights work in a dark background, how people try to lie, how people try to edit, how people try to fake.
هدفنده حسن رود هدفنده حسن رود فعال شده این جسم نورانی رو داره میزنه میخوام بزنم ولی نمیخوام هرچی هم شلیک میکنن از که نمیرسه بهش تا قبلش فشنگاه منفجره.
That was great video, hey. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks like they're shooting right at it, doesn't it? It's not even close. This is probably some sort of flare of some kind, right? That's illuminating the ground where they're shooting above. I think that's what this thing is. They're not shooting at it. Unless they are, but right here it doesn't look like it. Oh, now they're starting to get towards it. Now they're going towards it. All right, let's get to the good stuff. I think this is just a training exercise, that it's probably some sort of laser guided or light guided targeting system. See, now it's gone. See, I think this is just man-made stuff.
So here's what I know about this event. This took place on July the 13th, 2023. And it involved the Iranian Navy and an attempted shoot down of this object. Now, many people are quick to jump and say it's a UFO. I'm going to sit there on the camp and say, I just don't know what this is. Now, at first, I was thinking this is some sort of training exercise.
Right.
But if you look closely, none of these artilleries seem to be hitting the objects.
Oh, they got very close. They got right here. They got right here. They got right up to it. I saw some explode within this aura.
Direct beeline for the object. They seem to
See, one just exploded right there.
Explode in front of it or underneath it, or they're going above it. But none of
Not true. One just went right by it.
these are hitting it.
No.
Now, at first, I wanted to say this was some sort of flare. But we have some decent footage of this object, and there is no smoke coming off of it. Now, secondly, for it to be a training exercise, it makes me curious, as you can see in this footage, that this object seems to be over a populated area. Now, would the military have a training exercise over a populated area? I don't think so. I don't think they're that stupid. But guys, what do you think? So until next time, stay blessed.
What do you think about that video? Anybody? It's not doing anything. The light was moving from left to right very slowly. But I'll tell you, I think it was some sort of flare, the way it dimmed out. But he had a good point. Hidden Underbelly made a very strong point. Why would they be doing it over... Well, it is Iran. Why would they be doing it over a city? But like I said, it is Iran. Very interesting. That did not look like your typical flare, I'll have to admit. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is, see, this kind of looks like there's smoke here, but that's a distorted view of this thing. But a lot of people think that they should see the smoke coming off of these things. If you're close enough, yeah. If you're close enough. Are we close enough in this video that I think we should see flare? We should see smoke? Yeah, I think we are close enough. We should see smoke, and we don't. Interesting. Now, there could be smoke, and I'm not aware of it because of the camera's poor quality. That's a possibility. I still don't see it. I would think I should be able to. But I don't know, guys. It looks like it's really there in the sky, but it gets very small. See how it just winks out. I think it's a new type of UFO. I gotta just be honest with you. I don't know what it is. Because it looks like a flare. It acts like a flare, but it didn't move like a flare. It was moving to the side. Like, it wasn't going down to the side. It was moving to the side. We might have a legitimate UFO there. Also, it's not artillery. Right. Thank you for saying this. What I forget. Those are tracers. Right. But in between the tracers, aren't there bullets? Tracers are just like 1 out of every 30, right? Very good point. Military didn't give a fudge about people halfway around the world. It's America, dude. I don't know what a float light is, but I'm going to look it up. A float light. Oh my God. Images. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me pull it up for you. Oh yeah. It's a float light. That's what it is. It's an Iranian float light. Check it out. 7, 6, 5, 4, float, light, go. Here we go. Float light. Right here. There you go. There it is. Yep, they float, they fly, they hover, they cower. There's many different versions of the float light. Here's another one. You have floating planets. Now, these are floating lights. This is like for water. Right? That's what floating means. These aren't hovering lights, but something like this. You know, something like these lights right here. See this? Something like this in the sky. That's all. I don't know. Man. All right, let's see what else I got for you here. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Are you guys familiar? Have you ever heard of what's called a back room? Well, a back room is apparently a secret internet, right? They have all these secret rooms you can go to and things you can buy illegally and, you know, and like a dark web, but they call them, there's something called back rooms. Now they have what's called back rooms in real life. I'm not a believer. Remember when the kid said he was from the future and it was something like 2026 or something, and he was going into the cities and they were all empty? Like he was in train depots and stadiums in the middle of the day and nobody was anywhere. Remember that guy? I think it was Apex TV. That's what this reminds me of. It's not really what they say it is, but they try to make it look like there are these back rooms in real life. And what it's like the Matrix. It's like the back rooms of reality. That's what they're saying. These are back doors, back rooms to secret passages that can get you, just like in that movie where you put the hat on, you open up a door on 5th Street and if you're wearing the hat and turn the handle to the right, that door will take you to downtown Italy. You know, that kind of shit. So let's take a look. The Adjustment Bureau. That was the name of that movie. Good movie. So these are supposed secret back rooms to our construct of reality.
All the lights, all these lights are on. So that tells me that there's still something active here. And it kind of just looks like someone's gone up but got cut off and buried. I don't want to talk too much, just I can't really anticipate if anyone's going to be around here. I don't hear anyone, but the lights are on and I have no clue when I'm stepping in. When I was here on Wednesday, this I think was about as far as I got.
Look at all the stairs.
Gone any further than this.
So weird.
Chickened out.
Right?
Ran back up to.
Oh my God.
Get some more space.
Where is this?
That was really low.
Oh no, FAP, I always say never believe me. Do your own research. Oh, that's the inside of a dam, possibly. Very good. Oh, maybe it is, yeah.
Saw an edge that could rose.
Look at these side cutouts. Like, why would they have picture frame cutouts on
one of these is going to be a hallway or a room or something. Because what else? What is the purpose of these things?
Right. Oh, I'm just so enthralled by all this. I'm so sold. This is the Matrix. This is the fourth. Oh, it's dark down there. Damn, damn, damn. Oh, inside of a dam. I'm a dancing with myself. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wow.
Dude, I'm fucking shaking.
I'm a dancing with myself. Oh. Wow. Here's some more Lady on the Plane unseen footage. Oh, you want to watch this one? I almost forgot. Last one. This is amazing. You're going to want to watch this. Here's another version. Okay, just to let you know, see the seats right here? The guy recording is recording her in front of him. And he's trying to get the conversation.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm confused. I thought she was in front of him for some reason. That's weird. Why would I say that? CFAP? Can't trust me.
Stop it. Stop it. I need to get the fuck off this plane. A volunteer.
Pretty interesting, huh? You never saw that video? Me neither. Grandpa Irv. $1.99, a $2 video. Looks like, I don't know who Von Helton is. That guy's a POS, so it doesn't matter. Thank you, Grandpa Irv. Or should I say Von Helton? Thank you for the $2. Mucho gusto generoso. Maureen. Hi. From NZ. £2. Oh, I'm sorry, $2. A super dono. How you been? Good to see you. Hope everything's well. And a mucho gusto generoso. True BU throwing down a $2 super dono again. More continuing support from Goofonians. You guys are really unbelievable. Really, I don't know what to say. You guys are a trip. I've got the greatest. Thank you very much, you guys, for all the support. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. All right. Thank you. True BU. Everybody, appreciate it. All right. One more video. Let's see what else I got. No. That's it. I'll save those for tomorrow. Hey, thank you for hanging out. I had no intentions of going more than an hour tonight. I don't know how we got through to 2 hours, but, well, close enough. 152. But thank you very much for hanging out. You know, in this world, we could only go by what we see, hear, taste, and feel. We've got 5 senses and maybe a 6th one that's barely operational for some of us. But in the world that I live in, reality, I'm seeing something happening in this world that seems very disingenuous. And it's coming from our government. It's coming from people who are working with the government. It's coming from the mainstream media news outlets. And it's coming from people right here in the community. Without speaking our minds and letting people hear what we think is going on would be, well, it is. It's a shame we're not being heard. All I know is we keep seeing mainstream media putting up these whistleblowers, having these special UFO reports, talking to the same people about the same stuff, and there is no evidence ever. Doesn't that, like if somebody told you, I'm going to give you $10,000. I'm not going to show it to you, but I want to give it to you if you put your fingers into this sawmill. Now, if you really believe I have $10,000 and you're going to get it and your fingers won't get chopped up, put your fingers in there. Do you trust me enough? No. So why are we putting our fingers into the saw without seeing the evidence first? Why would we take such a leap of faith into the very people who told us it doesn't exist. Why now the sudden switch? And it's always been one thing with the government: money. Thank you very much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here on Goof On. Nobody does truthology for you. Truthology for ufology. All right. That's it. Thank you, newcomers and veterans and super chatters and moderators. You guys are the best. So be safe, be kind. Alien bless, everybody.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life.